never gonna bring me down. This feeling got me flying high as a bird. I may never touch the ground. It may not be my birthday, but I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night. There's magic coursing throughout my veins. I don't want it to stop. I feel invincible in every way. I'ma give it all I got. It may not be my birthday, but I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night. There's nothing like feeling alive.
Well, good morning. My name's Jody Campbell, and I'm the Director of Nursing here at OSUIT. And on behalf of our faculty and staff of the nursing department and the entire OSUIT community, I want to welcome you here and thank you for joining us for this very special occasion. This day is eagerly anticipated by all of us, but especially our graduates, and we're here to celebrate you all. I'd like to start off our ceremony by recognizing some of the many people who made that possible. In our audience, we have some dignitaries, campus dignitaries, Dr. Bill Path, the OSUIT president, Dr. Trey Hill is the dean of the School of Arts, Sciences, and Health. And I'm sure we have other administration, faculty, staff in the audience. Nursing alumni, we have several of our nursing graduates in the audience. Will you guys stand for us? We can say hi. And to my left, we have our future graduates. This is the graduating class for December of 2023. As you'll soon hear, in the words of our graduates, as their pinning dedications are read, getting through nursing school takes a village. It also takes a dedicated nursing faculty who give of themselves and their expertise tirelessly in the pursuit of excellence. You will not find a group more passionate, more professional, or more caring than those seated on this stage. I'd like to introduce the outstanding faculty of the OSUIT nursing program. Sandra Clark, Marion McGehee, Tasha Antwine, April Taylor, Nancy Johnsey, Charlie Johnson, and Catherine Bible. And the glue who holds us all together, our student success and career advisor, Donna Pryor. In addition to these amazing women, our graduates have been guided along the way by many outstanding clinical instructors, some of whom are here today. Those of you who are here, if you'd stand and let us recognize you as well. And I saw a couple of you. We also want to thank and recognize all of the family and friends of our graduates. As you all know firsthand, when someone special in your life goes back to school, the whole family goes back to school. Late nights, early mornings, endless study sessions, freakouts, celebrations. You've been there for all of it with love and support, endless encouragement, a listening ear, and as the parent of a college student, I'm going to guess a little money along the way. We are so excited to have us with you here today to celebrate this day. We know it would not have been possible without you, so thank you. We are going to miss this group of students, but we know we've done everything we can to prepare them for the future. They have truly done whatever it takes to get here. They sacrificed time with children and loved ones, school plays, ball games, nights out, social gatherings. They've made choices to succeed, and it shows being here today. They're living a life that matters and is of service to others. I want to assure you that you will be in great hands when you see any of them beside you providing nursing care to you or a family member. Everyone needs a nurse at some point, and these are the type of nurses you want. These students are dedicated, and we're honored to recognize them today. I'd like to introduce the class representative and SNA president, Amanda Giddens, to the stage to tell you more about the class from their perspective.
Good morning. Dear fellow classmates, faculty, and guests, it is with immense joy I stand before you today as class representative for the graduating nursing class of spring 2023 and president of the Student Nursing Association. I am honored to speak on behalf of this incredible group of peers. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate each and every one of us on this monumental achievement. I'm really going to do my best to get through this. Graduating from nursing school is no easy feat. We should be incredibly proud of ourselves for making it this far in our lives. As we sit here today, we are celebrating more than a nurse pinning. We are currently making history. Our graduating class will be the first group of RN students to take the next generation NCLEX, a test that is set to revolutionize the nursing profession. It is an honor to be part of an incredible group that is paving the way for future nurses. I have no doubt we will all excel in our careers. We began this path together as classmates. Now we become family. Our journey to this point has been anything but easy. We have faced numerous challenges, both personally and academically. We have spent countless hours studying, attending weekly clinicals, writing care plans, and preparing for exams, all of which take sacrificing time away from family and friends. However, despite all of this, we have persevered. We are a class of incredibly resilient individuals who have overcome trials and tribulations time and time again. In the aftermath of a global pandemic, we adapted to different ways of learning, adjusted to ever-changing protocols, and continued to exhibit determination and commitment. We have learned the importance of flexibility, communication, and true grit. These are skills which will serve us well in our future endeavors. As we move forward, I encourage each and every one of us to continue to challenge ourselves to be the best registered nurses we can be. We are entering a profession which demands excellence, compassion, and resilience. I have no doubt we are up for the challenge. In addition, I would like to thank our faculty, staff, friends, and families who have supported, guided, and encouraged us every step of the way. You have challenged and pushed us with high expectations. Thank you. The dedication, knowledge, and skills you have instilled in us cannot be matched and have not gone unnoticed. In closing, I want to say congratulations once again to the OSUIT nursing class of spring 2023. We have accomplished something truly remarkable and should be very proud of ourselves. I wish each and every one of us the best of luck and have all the faith we will make a positive impact in the world of nursing. As Maya Angelou once said, as a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the heart, mind, soul, and body of our patients, their families, and ourselves. They may not remember your name, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. At this time, we'd like to recognize some student accomplishments. In this class, we have 36 graduating. Of those 36, 19 of them are doing so with an honors designation. And 15 of these graduates have earned a second degree in Associates of Science while they've completed their AAS in nursing. The students will attest to the fact that we have a rigorous curriculum, and we definitely congratulate them on this achievement. We have many students who are deserving of special recognition, and it's an extremely difficult decision every semester to select just 2 recipients. Our 2 awards are based on the performance in the classroom, in the lab, and in the clinical of students throughout the entirety of the nursing program, and are nominated by and then voted on by nursing faculty, including adjunct instructors. Our first award is the Academic Excellence in Nursing. This award recognizes a graduating student who has consistently performed at the highest level in all aspects of the nursing program. The recipient of this award is someone who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, embodies the qualities of professionalism as evidenced by leadership, quality, ability, enthusiasm, and dedication to the program and the profession, who demonstrates outstanding clinical competencies as evidenced by effective time management, expert application of the nursing process, and the ability to communicate with all members of the healthcare team. We're recognizing 2 students today, one from our traditional program and one advanced standing student from our LPN to RN program. The Academic Excellence in Nursing Award goes to Jennifer Hammond and Jackson Weaver. The Excellence in Nursing Practice Award recognizes a graduating student who has consistently performed at the highest level in the program. This person demonstrates a depth and breadth of knowledge in the area of clinical nursing practice, possesses clinical expertise and the attributes of a nursing leader, enhances the image of nursing through nursing practice, collaborates in a positive and productive manner with patients, family, peers, staff, and faculty, and accepts and uses criticism as a basis for professional growth. Faculty describe this recipient as dedicated, empathetic, professional, curious, positive, and engaged. This student was also singled out several times by our first semester students when he served as a mentor in the skills lab. They praised him for having great energy, giving thoughtful and helpful feedback, and making them feel more confident in their abilities. The Excellence in Nursing Practice Award goes to Jeffrey Boudreau. One last award, Academy, service to the nursing program. The foundation of the nursing community is in the relationships our students build with one another. The Student Nurses Association exists to promote fellowship, networking, and philanthropy, and meeting these objectives would not be possible without the tireless and enthusiastic service of our SNA officers. To have a great organization, you need great leadership, and I'd like to give special recognition and thanks to our graduating officers, SNA President Amanda Giddens and Vice President Alexis Galbraith. Both Alexis and Amanda have been active members of SNA from their first semester and have served in multiple leadership positions. Their contribution to SNA has been enormous and will be sorely missed. And finally, to our graduates, Florence Nightingale said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse. Nursing school is hard. Life is hard sometimes. Put them together and success can seem out of reach. But you have been committed to your success from day one. You have faced all kinds of challenges over the last 2 years, missed family time and friend time, work and play time. You've probably gone weeks without reading anything that wasn't a textbook, for those of you who actually read your textbooks. I mean, just guessing. But no excuses, you made it work anyway. And that drive to persevere will serve you well, because being a good nurse isn't only about grades or passing exams. It can't be measured by a multiple choice question, not even a next gen one or a select all that apply. It's about being at your core a person who cares for others, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's a big job, and it can and will be overwhelming. Graduates, you probably at some point will feel like quitting. You are going to struggle. You will have days when you wonder, what is it all for? What did I do? Why am I here? And you'll have moments when you question your own abilities and maybe even your sanity. When I was a very new nurse, 26 years ago now, working in the transplant intensive care unit, I was often at this point. I cried more than once, certain that I had made the wrong career choice and had wasted everyone's time and money. Everything was harder than I thought it would be, and nothing came easy. Once I finally got my feet underneath me and progressed off orientation, again, a truly terrifying moment, I started to finally feel like a real nurse. It was about this time that my manager asked me to come to her office for my first evaluation. As part of that process, she had visited a few of my patients and their families to get their perspective on my care. One patient she mentioned got me particularly excited because I just knew in my bones that she would have great things to say. After all, I had nursed her through a few very difficult nights. I had danced that ICU ballet of pushing this button and titrating that drip and making this line adjustment in a harmonious and somewhat graceful manner. I'd kept her safe and alive, and I tell you, that was no easy feat. When my manager read my patient's comments, it said, "Jody was nice, she braided my hair." I was devastated. Braided her hair? What about the drips, the dialysis, the critical lab values? I called my mom, just heartbroken that my care had made so little impact on that patient, thinking maybe I wasn't a good nurse after all. I was 22, And my mom, in a classic mom wisdom way, explained to me that my patients should expect me to do my job. They should be able to count on me keeping them safe and alive. That's the gig. Braiding the hair is the thing that makes you human. It's the part that shows the love. So graduates, on days when you feel like you aren't good enough or smart enough, we know you have everything you already need inside you. We've seen you all lead. We've seen you take care of one another. We've listened to you worry about your patients. Over the last 2 years, we've watched you grow as nurses, but most importantly, we've watched you grow as people. We know you will rise because your strength as nurses is not determined by one grade or one shift, one job, one difficult patient. It's an ongoing journey of love, learning, honor, and humility, and a chance to make even the smallest difference in the lives of your patients and their families. Now, on to the main event. This day is special. It's your initiation into the elite profession of nursing. Pinning ceremonies are played out at nursing graduations all over this country, as they have been for over a century. There are variations here and there, but the basics remain the same. And it's in these rituals and traditions that you remain grounded in and united to this community. None of us, on the stage or on the floor, would be successful nurses without the history and example of those who came before us showing us how to do it. Leading by example, setting standards, evolving with science, putting their lives on the line to care for those who can't care for themselves. That dedication, that drive, that passion, and that heart is embedded into every layer of this ceremony. Being here today, receiving your pin, lighting your lamp, reciting the pledge, it's the thing that anchors you to the nurses of the past and inextricably links you to the nurses of the future. This is your community now. Don't take a back seat in making it better. We know each of you will make a difference in this world, and we will be here cheering you on. As the director of this program, I am immensely proud of the work you have done here. And as a nurse and a peer, I'm excited to welcome you as the next generation of nurses. Thank you. I'd now like to welcome Nancy Johnsey to the stage to talk about the significance of the nursing pin. Get my glasses on.
The nursing pin originated from the earliest badges given to those who tended the sick. The badges were presented to members of the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist, a religious order who tended to the ill and wounded crusaders in the 12th century. The tradition of the nursing pin and the ceremonial pinning we know today actually originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital in London. Having been recently awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to the injured and dying in the Crimean War, Florence chose to extend this honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses by presenting each of them with a medal for excellence. The Wolverton Royal Hospital in England initiated the tradition of presenting all graduates with a badge. The first nursing pin was presented to the graduating class of 1880 at the Bellevue Hospital of Nursing in New York City. The pin presented to graduates was both beautiful and symbolic. It featured a crane in the center for vigilance, encircled with a band of blue for constancy and an outer band of red for mercy and relief of suffering. Since the earliest days of professional nursing in America, graduate nurses have proudly displayed on their uniform the pin that represents their individual school of nursing. The nurse's graduation pin is a treasured symbol that conveys to others his or her association and everlasting bond with their school. Each pin is distinctive, representing only one program and upholding the proud educational traditions of that school. For the nurse, it also symbolizes honorable completion of a rigorous and physically demanding nursing preparation program. Graduates, get ready to receive your pins.
Please come forward as your name is called. Mackenzie Adams. Mackenzie is being pinned by her sister, McKenna. Thank you to my family for supporting me throughout my lengthy educational journey. I love you all more than you will ever know. Thanks, Jackson, for being my brain buddy. Thanks to my gal pals for always making the early mornings and the late evenings easier, and to my classmates, go and be great nurses. Lexi Andis. Lexi is being penned by her husband, Jordan Andis. I would like to thank my family for their support throughout this journey. Most importantly, I would like to specifically thank my mom and husband for picking me up after all the mental breakdowns and tears, and also being there to celebrate the many accomplishments. I will forever be grateful for the sacrifices that had to be made for me to finish this journey. I love you all. I would also like to give a shout out to my amazing group of friends that I have made on this journey. Thank you for everything. Congrats, everyone. Jeffrey Boudreau. Jeff is being penned by his wife Sabrina and daughters Bentley and Mazzy. Today has been a goal of mine since 2008. Through all the sacrifices, losses, different careers, and life in general, I finally did it. I never would have been able to do this without the unconditional support of my wife, kids, family, and God. I want to thank each and every one of them for their support and always believing in me. I would like to thank this entire program, instructors, and staff for all the help along the journey. As Henry David Thoreau would say, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Thank you. Hayden Carriage. Hayden is being penned by his mother and father, Christy and Terry Carriage. I want to especially say thank you to my mom and dad for pushing me to better myself and making sure I never got lazy along the way and always keeping me in line. Thank you to my sisters, Ashley, who I was able to look to with my questions and always keeping up with how I was doing, and Allie, who has always motivated me to keep pushing forward by seeing you push ahead in my own life and succeed the way you are. Thank you, Sydney, the love of my life, for listening to me rant and complain for these past 2 years and supporting me all the way. Lastly, thank you to all the family and friends for your kind words and encouragement. Because of them, I can stand here proudly today. Brian Castaneda. Brian is being penned by his parents, Antonia and Juan Castaneda. I would like to start off by thanking my parents for funding yet another degree. I promise this is the last one. I got it from here. Next, I would also like to thank my girlfriend, Tristan, for being there for me and being my emotional support. Lastly, I would like to recognize and thank the faculty and staff for outperforming the football team these past 2 years. You guys are appreciated. To my classmates, 4 avocados, 5 limes, 2 tomatoes, 2 jalapenos, 1 red onion, a 1/4 cup of cilantro, and salt to taste. Richard Clark. Richard is being penned today by his fiancée and fellow student, Dana. I would like to thank Dana, my father and sisters, in helping me through nursing school. I would like to also thank my instructors and OSUIT staff with all the hard work and preparation they performed. This was the best class. Congrats. Charles Collins. Charles is being pinned by his fiancée, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine and board-certified ER physician, Dr. Catherine Bolton, and his oldest son, Chief Warrant Officer Select Matthew Collins, United States Army. To quote Calvin Broadus Jr., aka Snoop Dogg, I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Christian Cordray. Chris is being pinned by his wife, Abigail. Abby, these past 2 years, you have sacrificed so much to help me achieve my goals and dreams. There is no doubt in my mind that without you, this would not be possible. I promised you quite some time ago that I would make you a stay-at-home dog mom, and now that promise is within reach. Thank you for pushing me to be better. I love you with all my heart, always. Edonna Sid Richard Dixon. Edonna Sid is being pinned by her husband, Richard. I would like to thank God Almighty for making this day a reality. It would not have been possible without him. I would also like to thank my husband for being my cheerleader. Thank you for standing in the gap for me every midnight, for taking care of the kids while I was at clinicals and lectures. To my kids, thank you for laying your hands on my head and believing on my behalf. To my parents, mother-in-law, and extended families, thank you for your spiritual support all through school. George paid my first tuition. He said, I will not be there, but I'll be cheering you on from heaven. Alan, Linda, and Amy, I will not forget you. Michelle Holbert, thank you for your sound medical advice and for lending me your shoulder to cry on. Thank you to my church family. You are all a part of my success story that I will never forget as I begin this new phase of my life. Jillian Fetkovich. Jillian is being pinned by her mother and father, Kelly and Eddie Fetkovich. I would first like to thank my amazingly supportive and loving parents, grandparents, siblings, and my nursing school hooligans for supporting me through every step of my nursing school shenanigans. From keeping me sane while I often felt like I was spiraling, to just lending an ear when I needed to vent, sometimes 10 times in one day. Sorry, Mom. I could not have made it without any of you, and I can never thank you all enough for everything you have done for me. Finally, I would like to thank my Grandpa Fetkovich up in heaven. I don't think I would have truly pursued nursing if it wasn't for that wonderfully stubborn man. I know he's watching me and my entire family right now with my Grandma Emily on his arm and a big old grin on his face and maybe a belly chuckle or two. Thank you, Gramps. Alexis Galbraith. Alexis is being pinned by her mother, April Dawn Collins. Mom, we were insane to go through nursing school together, but how special it was to have Matt supporting us while we pinned each other back to back. My twin, supporting me since the womb, thank you for being my support, my comfort upon a million mental breakdowns. Sissy, thank you for daily FaceTimes and being patient as I missed things with you and the kids. Brookie, 13 years ago, you heard my dreams and have pushed me daily since. Hannah, we've now walked in faith and graduation together. Thank you both for never giving up on me, even though you didn't really have a choice. To the Watkins family, you made this opportunity possible in my life. And to my girls in class, even Haley, who took the scenic route to graduation, this wasn't possible without you, even though I'm pretty sure it was the pre-test affirmations that got us all here.
Amanda Giddens. Amanda is being pinned by her husband, Stephen Giddens. Wow, what a journey it has been. First and foremost, thank you, God, for giving me the daily strength to be successful in this program. Thank you to my best friend and husband, Stephen, the children, Landon and Ryan, for supporting me and giving grace when I needed it most. Also, thank you for my biggest fan, my dad, Derek Palmer, who pushed me to never, ever give up on my dreams and always reminded me, you were born to be a nurse. My mother-in-law, Cindy Cox, for encouraging texts before exams, shoulder to cry on, and endless love and support. Thank you to my sister Brittany and cousin Michelle for continuously lifting me up in prayer and believing in me. Lastly, thank you to the incredible nursing faculty and best classmates ever. We did it. Shay Griffin. Shay is being pinned by her husband, Matt Griffin. Matt, thank you for supporting me and believing in me. Thank you for listening to all the nonstop nursing stuff and for the many times you had to help me hold it together. I couldn't have done it without you. Madison and Rowdy, thank you for being patient, for the understanding that Mom's got to study again. I know it hasn't been easy, but with your all's help, I made it. Dad, you're the reason I became a nurse. Thank you for always motivating me to do better. You never doubted me. Mom, I sure miss you I sure wish you were here to see this, but I know you're on heaven doing our victory dance right now. Miss you always. Friends and family, thank you for encouraging me. Your support and understanding have meant the world to me. I may be an OSU graduate, but I'll always be a Sooner girl, born and raised. Boomer. Adam Hall. Adam is being pinned by his mother, Phyllis, who after nearly 2 decades as a nurse had to retire due to health-related issues. Mom, thank you for following the call of God to nursing. It is my hope to carry this title of RN with the same level of passion as you did. Faith, Bodie, and Brave, thank you for believing in me. I would have never made it through the endless days without you guys. Dad, thank you for giving me the ability to go days with no sleep. That came in handy. Jens, thank you for keeping me out of trouble. To all my OSU nurses, I drove insane with my never-ending questions. Thank you for guiding me up to the on-ramp to your lane. To the OSUIT nursing faculty, thank you for putting up with me. To my class, thank you for the memories. Always remember, with Red Bull and Jesus, anything is possible. Jennifer Nicole Hammond. Jennifer is being pinned by her husband Brandon and children Michaela and BJ. All praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I owe it all to you. This journey has reminded me why I once stated they could never pay me to go back to nursing school. Tremendous appreciation to my family, friends, and instructors for facilitating and supporting me through this momentous experience. It truly does take a village, and I couldn't have made it without you. To my husband, thank you for believing in me and taking on the extra load while I pursued my dreams. You are a blessing. To my mother, thank you for everything, my life, your wisdom, your patience, and being readily available at all times. To my children, you are my driving force. You have so much to offer this world. You changed my life and my mindset. I pray that I am setting an example and making you proud. Last but not least, happy heavenly birthday, Nana. I did it. Ryan Hampton. Ryan is being pinned by his wife, Alyssa Hampton. I would like to thank my gorgeous wife for all her support and encouragement while in school to finish my nursing degree. I would not have been able to do this without her. Caitlin Michelle Jones. Caitlin is being pinned by her husband, mom, dad, sister, and niece. A big thank you to everyone that has supported me on this journey. It truly means so much. I want to dedicate this speech to my family. Mom and Dad, thank you for always supporting me and being my biggest role models all throughout life. None of this would have been possible without you two, and I always cherish everything that you have done for me. To my sister, thank you for being my person and for always pushing me to do my best. I love you. Parker, thank you for all of your unconditional love and support you have shown me throughout this whole process. I can't wait to see the life we build together. I truly could not have made it without these four. To Madison, we did it. Thank you for all of the instructors at OSUIT, especially Jody, for always giving me a sense of peace and easing my anxiety. Lastly, to all of my loved ones up in heaven, thank you for watching over me. Nathan Keller. Nathan is being pinned by his fiancée, Jillian. I would like to thank my family and everyone here today that have believed in me and supported me. Jillian, I want to thank you for always pushing me to keep going and believing in me always. I love you. Christopher W. King. Chris is being pinned by his son, Jalil King, and daughter, Chrissy King. I want to thank God for strength and wisdom and thank my mother for being a dependable babysitter. Samantha Langley Combos. Sam is being pinned by her girlfriend, Megan. To Megan, without you, none of this would have been possible. You stood by and supported me through all of the highs and lows of nursing school. You sacrificed so much of this to be possible. I will forever be grateful to you. To my daughters, I would have never had the ambition to do this if it weren't for you. To my parents for flying all the way from California to see me finally get pinned. To OSU MC for supporting me in my career in education for the last 7 years. To my classmates, you guys are all badass. I am proud of all of us. We did it. I will miss you guys. I have dreamed for this day that I actually able to accomplish my dream of becoming a registered nurse. And here I stand on this stage getting pinned to finally become an RN. Rebecca LaValle. Rebecca is being pinned by her husband, Carson, and her 1-year-old daughter, Lauren. To my daughter, thank you for being the reason why I wake up every morning with a smile on my face. Dedicating this to you only makes sense because you attended half a nursing school with me. I hope one day you'll understand how proud I am to be your mama and everything I do for you. And to my husband, your unwavering support and belief in me has made all of the difference. I'll always be thankful for everything you did to make this possible for us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to my family, friends, coworkers, simplynursing.com, and my nursing girls for the constant support and encouragement. Finally, I'd like to thank myself for doing this dang thing. You're a real one for that. Madeline Regina Leggett. Madeline is being pinned by her mother, Jennifer, and her best friend, Tony Thomas. Mom, thank you for being my unpaid therapist. Lord knows how many times you prayed or talked me off the ledge. Your constant support and prayers have kept me going. Thank you, Tony, for being my motivation when I had none. I would not have made it through these last 2 years without your constant presence. Thank you for never getting fed up with me or being forever 5 minutes late. All of the 5-hour study sessions, all-nighters, long car rides, and tears were worth it. We did it. Thank you to Tiana for picking up the slack at home, and thank you, Grammy, for all of the meals, gas, and love you've donated to my cause. And lastly, a very big thanks to everyone else that encouraged, prayed for, and stuck by me. Nursing class of 2023, we did it. Abby Lavelle. Abby is being pinned by her daughter Zoe and by her grandparents Joe and Judy Albright. When I walked through the door on the first day of nursing school, I was filled with fear and self-doubt. I was newly single and had a 6-month-old baby and had been told that I was not smart enough to make it through nursing school. Without the help and encouragement of my family and friends, I never would have had the confidence to make it. To my grandparents, Joe and Judy Albright, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the baby while I studied, giving me pep talks, and even getting up in the middle of the night with Zoe so I could sleep. You were my saving grace. I also want to thank my mom, dad, Nana and Papa, Aunt Sarah, and my fiance for helping me along the way. Lastly, I would never have made it without my school bestie, Alexis, whose positive attitude and enthusiasm was life-changing to me.
Megan Meacham. Megan is being pinned by her son, Lucas. I want to start by thanking my family. This journey could have not been possible without your love and support. Thank you for all of the help with the kids and for always cheering me on. The true hero that got me to this point is my husband, Brian. We have been on this journey to becoming nurses together, and I would not have been able to do this without him. Thank you for everything you have done. I love you so much. Thank you to my kids, Lucas, Kate, and Caleb, for staying strong during all this. Mommy did all this for you, and I love all 3 of you so much. Finally, to Rebecca and Jillian, our journey may have been a little bit different than everyone else's, but I would do it all over again because it led me to you too. Casey Moss. Casey is being pinned by her husband and her 3 daughters. I want to thank my husband. So many times he's had to take care of our children on his own in order for me to study, finish assignments, and sometimes just allowing me a second to breathe. I also want to recognize my sister. Thank you for sneaking snacks in my clinical bag and reminding me that I am strong, I am capable, and I can do this. And we did. Words cannot express how appreciative I am to my family, friends, peers, and coworkers, my Nana, who's the ultimate babysitter, and my mom's encouragement before each test. And lastly, my daughters. I know you had to sacrifice not having your mom at assemblies, field trips, and school events for my labs, clinicals, and studying, but it was all done with you in mind. I hope I've made you as proud as you make me every day. Tiara Nichols. Tiara is being pinned by her mother, Reba, and her kids, Layla and Elijah. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving. Martin Luther King, Jr. My journey has been full of ups and downs, me screaming a million times, I quit. It wasn't easy, but the outcome was worth the fight it took to get here. I'm thankful for the ones who helped me, supported me, and pushed me to keep going. Nursing school, it's been real, but I'm out. Jennifer Michelle O'Brien. Jennifer is being pinned by her husband, Corey, and her children, Libby, Braxton, Skyla, Aiden, and Brody. I would like to thank firstly my husband. Without him, this would have absolutely not been possible. Thank you, Corey, for your encouragement and patience, and for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you to my children who were so patient and understanding when Mom had to spend more time studying and less time hanging out or doing activities with them. And finally, thank you to my friend Rachel for always being willing to study with me and reminding me what we were working for. Christian Michael Odom. Christian is being pinned by his two daughters, Charlotte and Vivian, and his beautiful wife, Samantha. Thank you all for supporting me through these last 2 years. Thank you also to everyone who showed up here today. Your encouragement and support helped me more than you could ever know. Clay Pierce. Clay is being pinned by his mother Jennifer and sister Tabitha. In the words of Snoop Dogg, I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. I would also like to thank the faculty and staff for putting up with us during our nursing school journey. We can be a handful at times. You two know who you are. I would like to thank my friends, especially John, Maria, and Bea. I couldn't have done any of this without you guys, as well as my family for their support and always being there for me throughout this process. You guys are the real MVPs. And to Pat and Sammy, thank you for being with me always. Madison Peters. Madison is being pinned by her husband, Corey. If anyone tells you that you can't do nursing school with kids, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. In June, my mother-in-law passed away sort of unexpectedly. My husband and I made the choice to be guardians for her 4 kids, along with being a mom already to my 2 sons. Life isn't always easy, and God won't give you anything you can't handle. I hope I made you proud. To Eco, thank you for looking over us. I love you. To my husband, for telling me not to forget my decimals and commas on every test and supporting me in every way. Thank you to my parents for always being there, answering the phone when I wanted to cry. To Caitlin, we did it. Lastly, to Jody, you deserve all the thank yous for telling me, relax, you're going to be fine. We did it. Kristen Elaine Root. Kristen is being pinned by her parents, Joni and David Root, her son Peyton, and nieces Mallory and Maria. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all your support. Without your help, this would not have been possible. Mallory, we've come the longest way. Can you believe that we're finally standing here? Maria, Aunt Kiki, is done with school, so get ready for some fun. Peyton, thank you for knowing what to say at just the right time. Aunt Margaret, thank you for going through all of the things. You're a blessing. Patty and Liz, thank you for your support. Grandma Donna, I know you're relieved this is over. Thank you for believing in me. And I'm sure Grandpa is smiling down on us. Grandma Maxine, I made it. Thank you for your support. Granddaddy, I still miss you. P-Link, thank you for always staying consistent. You remained positive and kept pushing through. Carla, thank you for listening and always pointing me in the right direction. Thank you, God, for answering so many prayers. Go Pokes. Roy Sweat. Roy is being pinned by his family. Mom, thanks for planting the seed of genuinely caring for people. Who would have guessed that following you and Granny into those terrifying old folks' homes back in the 70s would have brought us to this day? Pop, thanks for being my dad, man. This moment is the fruit of the discipline, work ethic, and self-sacrifice that you modeled for me. RJ, Tristan, nursing school lockdown is over, gents. Let the games begin. Kimberly Ann, we did it, babe. I could not have done it without you. I'm not even sure I know everything that went on in the family over the last 2 years, but I know you handled it and helped me stay on track. I am truly grateful. Tony Danielle Thomas. Tony is being pinned by her parents, Tony and Tolanda. I can't believe that I am finally here. There are so many people that I would like to thank that have been with me throughout the long journey. However, for sake of time, I will do that later on a more personal level. I would like to thank my parents who have allowed me to work during this time of nursing school and have taken my financial burdens on without complaint. I love you both more than words can say and more than I can express. I couldn't have done this without you. I hope that I can go forward making you proud. Love, Tony Danielle. Rachel Trubig. Rachel is being pinned by her husband, Garrett Trubig, nephew, Max Six, and Aunt Crystal Ross. I would like to thank my wonderful, supportive family and friends for helping me to get through this hard journey of nursing school. Thank you, Garrett, for all the support you have given me through all the ups and downs of nursing school and loving me every step of the way. Thank you, Dad and Amy, for pushing me to perform the best of my abilities and encourage me to keep going towards my goals. Thank you, Crystal, for the many late-night study sessions, outpouring love, and encouragement you have given me throughout nursing school. To my mom in heaven, I made it. I followed my dreams, like you so many times taught me to do, and I will strive to be the nurse that you once were. Jackson William Weaver. Jackson is being pinned by his mother, Angie, and his father, Jack. As I stand at the end, these 2 years have passed by in a flash. I want to thank my mom for always listening to my dramatic stories about both class and clinicals, whether she felt like it or not. To my dad, I say thank you for always letting me know you were proud of me. Rebecca, thank you for bringing your sparkle to both class and clinical. Mackenzie, thank you for always bouncing ideas with me. To my besties, Kate and Bree, thank you for being my lifelines. They told us in first semester that bonds forged in nursing school were unbreakable, and I'm glad to say that they were right. Lastly, I want to thank myself. Thank you for finally believing in yourself that this was the path for you, and with hard work, you had the ability to exceed all along.
Florence Nightingale, an English nurse and pioneer reformer, was born in Florence, Italy on May 12, 1820. She died August 13th in 1910. History was made during the Crimean War when Florence took 38 women to Turkey to nurse the sick and wounded British soldiers. The British government had never before permitted women to do this. Because of her selfless duty during the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale became known as the Lady with the Lamp. As a tribute to Florence's dedication, the lamp icon has become a symbol of nursing. The lamp will always shine brightly as a symbol of the care and devotion the nurse administers to the sick and to the injured in the practice of nursing. Thus, nursing students honor the dedication of Nurse Nightingale and symbolically plan to carry the ideals for which she stood in the candle lighting portion of the pinning ceremony. The tradition of the candle lighting and pledge recognizes her ideals. Lo, in that house of misery, a nurse with a lamp I see, pass through the glimmering glow and flit from room to room. A nurse with a lamp shall stand in the great history of the land, a noble type of good heroics they stood.
I watch you bow your head each day. It's the little things that make you feel this way. Don't let their words fill you up with doubt. Lift your head and watch your dreams branch out. Don't you give up now. You have made your vows. You might not know how, but you will find the key. Feel your soul arise from that spark in your eyes. Watch it come alive. This is your destiny. Done. Or can you see how far you've come? There's so much more space for you to fly.
At this time, we welcome any nurses in the audience to stand with us as we recite the Florence Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself before God in the presence of this assembly, to pass my life in purity, and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in its work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Lift your head and watch your dreams branch out. Don't you give